Hi everyone, it's Saul, and welcome to my Retro Corner. So as you can see, I'm not at my desk today, and as you can also see, I'm surrounded by a somewhat eclectic collection of stuff. So what's going on? Well, it all begins with this, a genuine Commodore 16 home computer. I was recently fortunate enough to acquire this after an older family member found it while doing a bit of a clear out. There were a few bits missing, including the power supply and original manual, but I was told that if I could get it working, I was more than welcome to keep it. Well, one power supply, one RCA cable, and one Introduction to Basic Part 1 later, and I can confirm that this is indeed a working Commodore 16. That got me thinking though. Having a working Commodore 16 is all well and good, but what I don't currently have is somewhere to put it. To test that it worked, I had to use an HDMI adapter to plug it into my 32-inch HD Smart TV, a device that the computer programmers of 1984 could have only dreamed of. Not only that, but as you can see, I also have quite a collection of other retro media and tech. For example, my PS1 over here, which also doesn't feel quite right being played on a HD TV. Then there's these VHS tapes I currently have no way of playing, and a stack of vinyl records as well. You can probably see where this is going. Suddenly, an idea came to me. What if I were to take all of this retro tech and media and transform it into a working 20th century home media system? Introducing the Retro Corner. Now, building a working 20th century home media system is, of course, easier said than done, so this is going to be quite a long-term project. At the very least, though, I do have some priorities. First and foremost, obviously, I am going to need a CRT monitor or TV so that I can use my PS1 and the Commodore 16. Ideally, I could also get a CRT TV with a built-in VHS player so that I can play my VHS tapes as well, but we'll see what happens. Further down the line, there are other bits of tech I'd quite like to get my hands on, such as a CD and cassette player, and at some point I might even consider branching out to other consoles. For example, the Sega Mega Drive and the Nintendo 64 are two consoles I've always wanted to add to my collection, and this project is a perfect opportunity for me to finally do that. In terms of what you can expect to see from the project, there are mainly going to be two types of video. First of all, there'll be general progress reports where we take a look at the state of the Retro Corner as a whole, what's new, what's next, etc, etc. And the other type of video will be a more focused look at some of the individual components in the setup. So I'll do a video on the Commodore, I'll do a video on the PlayStation, and so on and so forth. Anyway, that's all from me for today. I'm very excited to finally announce this new project. My Patreons heard about this 2 months ago, but it's taken me until now to finally sit down and get this recorded. So I really do hope you'll stick with me for the future of the project. Please do consider following and subscribing if you'd like to see more. And if you'd like to get early access to future videos in the project, please do consider becoming a Patreon supporter as well. That's all from me for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.